Arlecchino was first revealed all the way back in 2.8 before Sumeru was released in the trailer A Winter Night's Lazzo. Since then, she has appeared in the Fontaine story quest, being the head of the House of Hearth and trying to obtain the Hydronosis. Players have been awaiting a release, but after Signora was killed by Raiden in Inazuma, everyone was cautiously hopeful that she will be playable. However, with the recent drip marketing on the Genshin Twitter, it has been confirmed that Arlecchino will likely be released in the next patch, being 4.6. As such, the big question now is, should you save for her? My answer is yes, and let me explain why. Do note that I will not be discussing leaks in my video, so not to worry. Arlecchino is so far going to be the third of the Fatui Harbingers to be released, the other two being Child and the ex-Harbinger Wanderer or Scaramouche. Both Child and the Wanderer had very similar traits in that both of them were element-defining DPSs with very unique playstyles. For example, Child, who was released in patch 1.1, was one of the few but strongest on-field Hydro DPSs, capable of dealing insane amounts of damage with his Riptide and high scaling burst. Personally, I would say that he was only just dethroned as the best on-field Hydro DPS by the recently released Neuvillette, which was 3 years after Child's original release. He also has an extremely unique kit, being able to utilize both ranged and melee stances to change up the playstyle. As for the Wanderer, he is also one of the only 2 5-star animal on-field damage dealers, the other being Xiao. When paired with Furina, he's able to deal insane amounts of animal damage extremely quickly thanks to his fast attack speeds. He also has a unique playstyle, being one of the first characters to constantly stay in the air to deal damage. If Hoyoverse were to follow this trend, it is very likely that Arlecchino, or Father, will also be the same. An amazing Pyro on-field DPS with a unique playstyle. For Pyro DPSs, I would say that the best one so far is still Hu Tao, and she was released all the way back in patch 1.3. It is very possible that Arlecchino will dethrone her as the Pyro Queen. With Pyro's huge offensive capabilities, it is very likely that Arlecchino will become an insane damage dealer, and if you're looking for someone like that, you should definitely save for her. Before we continue to talk about patch 4.5's characters, I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone for helping us to reach 5,000 subscribers. If you liked the video so far as well, it would be great if you can give the video a like and subscribe to help us to get to our next goal of 10,000. Thank you so much! The main dilemma in this current patch is whether you should pull for this patch's characters, Chiori, Itto, Neuvillette and Kazuha instead of Arlecchino. For Chiori and Itto, they're honestly easy passes. Chiori, although has a really nice design, unfortunately isn't too good of a sub DPS, having a weird attack and defense scaling. Moreover, if you already have Albedo, you don't really need to get her, in my personal opinion. As for Itto, while he can deal quite good damage, Geo honestly isn't too good for DPS, and he suffers from energy recharge issues, which reduces his overall damage. Moreover, he's severely outclassed by Navia, who requires way less setup and can deal insane damage with the simple push of an elemental skill. The harder decision comes with Neuvillette and Kazuha. Neuvillette is honestly currently the best on-field Hydro DPS that is so easy to use that you can fit him in many different teams, considering that Hydro is the most versatile element in the game. Kazuha is also an amazing support, being able to significantly increase the damage for Pyro, Hydro, Cryo and Electro using characters. Support characters are also more versatile and will become more beneficial over time. So, for Neuvillette, given the hard decision, I would say to not pull for him immediately when his rerun banner comes out. I would suggest to wait for the Genshin 4.6 livestream, which usually comes out about 1.5 weeks later after the second half banners have been released. This is mainly to get confirmation on Arlecchino's kit, and so if you like her kit from the livestream, you can proceed to not pull for Neuvillette and get her first. Otherwise, please go ahead with getting Neuvillette instead. For Kazuha, most of you would already have him, so it's not that huge of an issue. For those who don't, however, but really want Arlecchino, I would say that you don't always need an animal damage buffer or crowd control. Other characters such as Venti and Sucrose can be viable alternatives too. Overall, my recommendation is to save for Arlecchino for a potentially strong Pyro kit and of course her amazing design. So, will you be saving for her after what I've mentioned in today's video? Do let me know down in the comment section below. If you'd like to see which standard banner character is the most worth to build, please click the video on the right. If you would like to see my other Genshin Impact videos, please click the playlist on the left. Once again, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!